مال من صدقة وما زاد الله العبد بعفو إلا عزا. Your wealth will never be decreased from your charity. And Allah will never increase a slave from over pardoning and overlooking and forgiving, except that Allah will increase him in nobility and honor. Brothers and sisters, wallahi al-azim. And this is to the parents, to myself and everyone else. And to those people who are future parents or are fairly new at parenthood. Keep in your mind, wallahi, if Allah ta'ala, if He's bestowed upon you the affair or the inspiration to be a responsible parent, know for sure when you use your wealth for those responsibilities, Allah is going to bless you in that wealth and increase it. If you use your wealth to take care of your children, if you use your wealth to take care of your family, if you use your wealth to take care of your wife, if you use your wealth to help build masajid, if you use your wealth to help build Islamic schools, if you use your wealth in order to spread the da'wah of Allah ta'ala, wallahi al-azim, Allah is going to bless your wealth and increase it. Now let's look at the opposite. If you now use your wealth where I said, oh, I have 2 kids, oh, that's going to make me broke. You know what? I don't think I could do that. When you now start to use your money and conducting it irresponsibly, when you're not using it and capitalizing on the way in which Allah has told you to utilize it for, when you're not using it for your children, you are now utilizing it to play mind games on women for them to give you their wealth, to take care of you like a little child. When you are now holding your wealth back from now the masajid, not giving your wealth to sacrifice for the house of Allah, or for the da'wah of Allah, or in order to build schools, man, let somebody else do that. I'm not utilizing that. Wallahi, you'll find that yourself and your wealth is not being blessed, and even though you might have a bit of it, you still feel like you are extremely poor. At the same time, you might have a little bit of wealth. That's no barakah in your wealth at all. That's not barakah. Whatever you might have. And then Allah, you'll find now our brothers in these communities are chasing these women down for their wealth. Man, why all these women got all these businesses? I already answered the question at the beginning of the khutbah. Because they're sacrificing their wealth. How many do we see? They're using it for their kids, to build the masajid, to build the schools, and Allah keeps increasing them more and more and more and more and more. And even from our brothers of overseas and our brothers that are here that are responsible, whether it be Arab or non-Arab. Give me one example, a scenario where you find that a man is doing everything he can to sacrifice for his children, for his wife, for the da'wah, for the house of Allah, giving their wealth, helping to establish and using it properly, in which is also pertaining to this hadith where Allah didn't bless that individual. Some type of way Allah blessed them. Either increasing in their wealth, or they might give and have a little bit, but they still like they're the richest person in the dunya. Because they could go to sleep at night. I got a peace of mind, and everyone knows in this room, a peace of mind is priceless. Everyone knows that. When you sacrifice and you know that I use my wealth for what I was supposed to use it for, Allah puts barakah in you, either in your wealth or in yourself. May Allah ta'ala aid us. Walhamdulillahi rabbil alameen. For these are the affairs you'll find in the hadith, that if we do these affairs, we conduct in these matters properly, how Allah has obliged upon us, Allah will give us ease. You take care of your children, Allah will give you ease. And it always comes at the right time, where the peak of where you feel like you're about to give up, then Allah's ease comes. Allah gives you the aid when you wasn't expecting it. You worked hard, you put your work in, you did it for Allah, your heart was tied in with Him, Allah will aid you, regardless of your circumstances. If you're doing it in a manner that's pleasing to Him, where you're using this wealth to aid who Allah has made you responsible for. We have it self-explanatory in our communities from our brothers and sisters who have established businesses. If you was to now see those who are truly happy, even though Allah has given them wealth, you'll find that a lot of them said, I took care of my children. I took care of my kids. I took care of my wife. I sacrificed to help the dawah. Allah Ta'ala gave them ease. So now they're at the age where they reach their 60s, inshallah, their 50s, and they can relax a little bit. They was capitalizing on their responsibilities. This is enlightenment, brothers and sisters. The years are moving quickly. And we know that's also from the signs of the day of resurrection, where time will start to elapse or start to move very expeditiously, very quickly. Everyone is seeing that every day. Everyone is seeing how the day seems like every day in and out. It seems like it's about maybe 5 hours a day or 8 maybe instead of 24. It seems like. The day is over already? Over already. Did we capitalize? The Prophet ﷺ said everything we just mentioned in the hadith. The years of when you're young. The years who are now also pertaining to our lifespan. And also our wealth, we will be responsible where we attained it and what we spent it on. We know the hadith of the Prophet ﷺ, which is in Tirmidhi on the authority of Abu Hurairah radiyallahu anhu, where he said in that narration, "Ma naqasa malin min sadaqah." Wealth will never be decreased by if you want to give it in charity, especially in those affairs that Allah has obliged upon you to spend it on. From your wealth, from your family, from your children, from your wife, to the end of it. Brothers and sisters, even if your wife is a millionaire, your wife does not have to spend her wealth on you. That's the religion. If you have a problem with that, you have a problem with Allah and His Messenger. A woman is not responsible to spend on a grown man. That's the honor that Allah gave to the women in our religion. That's from their honor, to let you know how Islam is the truth. That's the responsibility of the men. And wallahi al-azim, if you was responsible, and your wife, even though she might have wealth, and she sees that you are sacrificing, you're doing everything you can, that woman eventually is going to help you. Without you even asking her. And without you even trying to sift out her pockets and trying to get her check and see how much she's bringing in a year. All that nonsense. And looking through the mail, trying to be sneaky and see how much she's getting in a yearly. Ooh, she making $180,000 a year. Let me see how I can get some of this wealth. Humiliating as a man. Humiliating. Wallahi, if she sees you are a responsible man, upright, holding it down the best you can, I'm going to aid my husband. These are the affairs that's going to get our community straight and build the manhood and bring it back to the community where it should be in the hands of the men, as Allah has said in His book. Tabaraka wa ta'ala.